4 top tools that are easy to incorporate and are effective in helping you achieve lasting change when it comes to thyroid symptoms. These are my 4 favorite things that I wish I had known about 8 years ago when my health first crashed. After years of battling thyroid symptoms, I realized that it's less about diets and protocols that make a big difference, rather your commitment to the bumpy journey. I had spent years chasing every remedy to rectify my symptoms, whether it was constant fatigue, body aches, or adult acne, or insomnia that I felt was too impossible to fix. After spending too much money on specialty testing and supplements, I did not see improvements until I started paying attention to the smaller details that made me feel better day to day, rather than fixating on the quick fixes. I implemented consistent habits that supported my health. No crazy strict protocols, no crazy diets, just practical habits that actually work, and these 4 tools were part of the game. My first favorite tool to help me fall asleep and stay asleep are these silicone earplugs by PQ. I've been using these for many years and I have 0 complaints. I am hypersensitive to sound. That means foam earplugs don't work for me. They don't block out enough sound. When it comes to my sensitivity, I get really irked by sound and light. I need both silence and darkness when it comes to getting the quality sleep that I need to rejuvenate my energy overnight. So with these silicone earplugs, a pair will last approximately a week and a half to 2 weeks, depending on how cleanliness you keep them. I haven't come across any issues when it comes to using these silicone earplugs and risking infections. Something to keep an eye out if you decide to use these. And I also know they are not the most environmentally friendly, but trust me, over the last 10 years, I could say that I've tried just about all the options out there, from the reusable plasticky ones to Bose had come out with like 2 or 3 over the last 10 years. They just don't cut out the sound that I need. So I've just been using these, and over the last year or so, my sleep will ebb and flow just depending on my stress levels. But generally, if my stress is good, these will block out the sound that I need. So my next must-have tool to nurture my thyroid symptoms, and this is targeting my acne. My LightStim Red Light Therapy wand has been part of my facial care toolbox since 2018. It's been very effective ever since I started using it in controlling my acne. Back in the day, acne was such a strong concern and I was so desperate for clear skin, and I tried just about everything. Every crazy expensive product in Sephora, you name it, I probably tried it. I'm not saying these products did not work, but they didn't get to the root of the issue. Red light therapy is different because it targets the bacteria under the skin. It's been a part of my regular routine that I use about 2 to 3 times every week while I'm watching TV or listening to my audiobooks, and I definitely see a big difference with both the frequency and the duration of the acne. I'm also well aware red light therapy has been trending. There's so many devices out there, from whole face mask to the all-in-one Theragun. I just wanted to share the LightStim wand has been effective for me. When we're comparing it to the other options, the LightStim is pretty affordable in my opinion. The last tool on my list is something that can nourish our gut and our mind. Culina vegan coconut yogurt. Really unfortunate that dairy has become the devil for many thyroid warriors, myself included. Ever since I was a kid, I've always been sensitive to dairy. When Hashimoto's kicked in, dairy amplified all of my symptoms. When it comes to finding a vegan yogurt, it's pretty hard to nail the taste and the texture. Although it's coconut based, it's also light in fragrance. Some people don't like the coconut essence. It can get too strong. I think Culina is pretty light in taste and the smell, especially if you're getting the flavored ones like the strawberry or the vanilla, which are my 2 favorites. So my last tool is a mental reset for thyroid warriors, especially if you're somebody who deals with anxiety and a lot of worry. This is something that can be easily implemented into your daily routine. My number 1 favorite podcast, Calm It Down. Since I had left corporate and long commutes, I rarely listen to podcasts anymore. The ones that I frequent are more business and marketing based, as I am in my time in life of giving my brain a break from always thinking about bettering my health and nutrition. But the one wellness podcast that I could not neglect was Calm It Down by Chad Lawson. Chad was and is a musician. He's a musician producer. When the pandemic had happened, he'd been getting messages from a lot of listeners telling him his music was helpful for their anxiety, sparked his creation for the podcast that changed the trajectory for me when 2020 hit. All things were anxiety inducing. Calm It Down was something that I listened to daily to help me get through my anxiety and worries. His messages are so profoundly calming. The perfect mental reset for anybody who experiences heightened anxiety and worries. It reminds me healing isn't all physical. There's a lot of emotional and mental factors behind it. Listening to something like Calm It Down is like the perfect cup of tea on a rainy day. The one thing that I learned after battling with thyroid disease over the last 8 years is healing doesn't need to be complicated or expensive. These 4 tools elevated my daily lifestyle and soothed my symptoms over time because they were so easy to incorporate. They made my thyroid journey way more tolerable and even enjoyable. Thyroid healing is not about perfection. It's about building your unique toolkit of sustainable habits and practices you can apply for lasting change so that you can reclaim your energy and feel good again in your day-to-day activity. Incorporating small changes consistently over time can transform your health. With the help of certain tools like these 4 makes it all the more easier. If you're tired of running in circles and chasing solutions that are not delivering, and you're ready to apply solutions that actually work, hit subscribe so we can continue our thyroid healing journey together. If you found your own game-changing tool, share in the comments. Your discovery might be exactly what somebody needs to hear today so that they can feel better in their journey. I'll see you in the next video.